Crews all around the world trying to find out more about what is going on. Break first. You're watching 360. We'll be right back.
Hostage crisis. Gunmen seize a bus full of children and teachers in the Philippines.
A different phase. The British Prime Minister may be getting ready to ratchet up the pressure on Iran.
And enemy territory. A closer look at how British troops are using the Taliban's own tactics against them. These were our top stories. This is CNN Today.
Hello, it's Wednesday, March 28th. I'm Adrian Finnigan.
I'm Monita. Rajpal. Also today, Arab leaders are meeting in Riyadh to revive a Saudi plan for peace in the Middle East. We'll get some expert analysis on the situation.
And Jenny Harrison is with us with the weather.
It's been a very unpleasant 24 hours across much of the west and the north United States. Blizzards, very high winds, damaging hail, tornadoes. It's all been happening. I'll have the forecast for you in the next few minutes. Monita and Adrian.
All right, Jenny, thank you very much for that. We welcome our viewers in the United States to our continuing coverage of a developing story in the Philippines. Parents of daycare students being held hostage on a bus are making appeals for their children's release. The preschoolers and 2 teachers have been on the bus for several hours now. Hope No of the ABS-CBN is at the scene. She joins us now by phone. Hope, what is the latest on the situation?
Government negotiators are now trying to assess their next move. Shortly before 1 p.m. Manila time, 1 child was released, which means that the hostage takers are still holding 31 children and 2 teachers on board the bus. The children were on their way to a field trip. Now, the government has appointed the head of the Metro Manila Development Authority, a gentleman named Bayani Fernando, as chief negotiator. He's now been named the chief negotiator. Earlier today, one of the senators, Bong Revilla, stepped onto the bus to try and speak with the hostage taker. He is known to the hostage taker. He is the godfather of one of the hostage taker's children. And Revilla stepped away, and shortly after he left, one of the children was allowed to go, and the child has been taken to hospital, and apparently the child is suffering from a slight fever. Monita?
We understand, of course, the conditions in the bus. The air conditioner is on. It is a very hot day in Manila. What about food? Any more indication on how these children are doing?
The children appear to be doing all right, although I can imagine they're probably there. Based on what we've seen of the child that was taken away, he looked more than a little bit stressed. He looked tired. This is obviously very distressing for the children. The hostage takers have asked for and have received ice creams for the children on board the bus. Other than that, we have very little word on the children other than that they are safe. The hostage taker is armed with a grenade, and he has said that he's pulled a pin on this grenade and he's prepared to let it go. But then again, he has not indicated, because he has indicated that he is not willing to harm the children, and he is very, very regretful that the children were taken hostage. Monita?
The kind of negotiations that have taken place between the senator and these hostage takers, and with the main hostage taker, if you will, Jun Ducat, what more do we know about that kind of conversation? We understand the senator has since left the bus and is now with the police.
The negotiations between Ducat and Revilla have taken place behind closed doors. The only thing that we know is that Ducat has asked for candles. He's also asked for fresh mobile phone batteries, which could indicate that he's in it for the long haul. But again, this is entirely speculation at this point. Monita?
What are his demands?
He went on national radio and national television to complain about a range of issues. He talked about graft and corruption. He talked about a lack of government attention to the educational system. Now, in the beginning, when the hostage-taking first happened, the demand that was pasted onto the front of the bus and was written out on a piece of cardboard was for education benefits for 145 children at a daycare center which he runs. Now, this daycare center is located in one of the poorest areas of Manila. Monita?
All right, Hope, thank you for that. Hope Ngo there of ABS-CBN there reporting to us. Again, a very difficult situation. Again, lots of confusing details that are coming out that the hostage taker, June Dukat, one of his children is the godson of the senator that went in for negotiations. So again, not much we don't understand exactly how long this is he's prepared to go, and the fact that he runs a daycare center in one of the poorest areas of Manila.
He's also been described to us as a 60-year-old construction worker.
Yeah.
He runs a construction contractor firm. And he has previous form. He's done this before, and there was some doubt about the reports, as you were saying, about whether he's actually served time for an incident some 10, 15 years ago when he took a priest or two priests hostage in some similar circumstances.
Needless to say, he is known to the authorities, and of course, at this time, right now, how long he's prepared to stay in the situation, knowing that he has said he does not want to harm the children, but he is on that bus with weapons. He has got an assault rifle. He's got reportedly an assault rifle, an Uzi, as well as a .45 caliber gun there, and not to mention as well a grenade. These are live pictures that we're seeing there of the situation right now.
As far as the hand grenades are concerned, the senator said when he'd come off the bus that he appeared to be holding a hand grenade with the pin removed from it, and he warned him to be careful with it, not to drop it. However, in the previous incident, it was reported that he also had hand grenades. This is the one where he took the priest hostage, for which we're still unsure whether charges were ever brought. We've had conflicting reports about whether he served time, and another report saying charges were never brought for that incident. But he did have fake hand grenades with him during that incident. We'll continue to keep you up to date with developments from Manila here on CNN. But right now, viewers in the US return to Anderson Cooper 360, already in progress. Here on CNN International, we'll turn to a warning.
And we are following this breaking news situation. I'm going to show you the video in a moment. This is a bus in Manila, the capital of the Philippines, that is being held hostage right now. According to the Associated Press, 2 gunmen are on board this bus. 32 children are on board the bus, as well as 2 teachers, all of whom are being held hostage. Reports are they're claiming to have at least 1 pistol, an Uzi, and 2 hand grenades. There are 32 children, as I said, on the bus. Negotiations, the AP said negotiations were underway. There you see a woman on the bus. We presume it is a teacher holding on to one of the children, indicating that police or somebody should call. She's pointing to a sign. We've been trying to read details on the sign. Here's what we know that it says at this point. It says, our hostages are 32 kids and 2 teachers. We have 2 grenades, an Uzi, and a